Hello. Well, it's Thursday. You know what that means for me. It's Weight Watchers weigh-in day. So, how did I do this week? I'll tell you. I discussed last week about that I thought the 122.8 was a fluke, and it was. Because over the weekend, I weighed in last Thursday at 122.8, in case you missed that video. And then over the weekend, I ate more than I do the rest of the week, like I always do. But when I got on the scale Monday, I had gained, and I say that lightly, over 3 pounds. I knew that wasn't exactly right, just like I knew the 122.8 wasn't exactly right. With all that being said, the scale is a good indicator, but it is not the end all of everything. And I knew that my clothes were beginning to fit me a little bit better than they had when I was weighing around 127.5. So I'm okay that the fluke went away, because when I weighed in this morning, I weighed 124 pounds even. That means I'm right in the middle of my happy weight. So if I call it my happy weight, then I need to be happy about it, right? Even though it was a little over a pound gain this week from last Thursday's fluke, I'm okay with it. And I'm going to try to maintain the same things I've been doing these last few weeks so that I won't get back above my happy weight. Now, let's go on to this week's topic. I don't know that you are even aware of it, but the last couple of weeks I've been making some shorts for YouTube, and I'm entitling them Encouraging Weight Loss Words for the Week. Well, I have an encouraging word for this week, but it takes me longer than 60 seconds to explain it. So this will be an additional word of the week for this week. Because you see, my encouraging word for this week is thank you. Thank you? What does that mean? Well, specifically, thank you for the Weight Watchers app and for YouTube. I could never be at 124 pounds if it weren't for those two things. You see, this week I've been hearing a lot of talk online about how they're closing some of their in-person Weight Watcher meetings. And I know several of you are very discouraged about it. But I'm here to tell you that you can still have success even if you're not going to in-person meetings. And how do I know that? Well, when I started Weight Watchers in 2014, I knew that Papa would never go to an in-person meeting, and the in-person meeting that was available for the area that I live in was not compatible with our schedule. We would be out of town a lot of times, and so I couldn't even commit to going to weekly meetings. So I found out the fall before we started Weight Watchers that you could join online only, which was a no-brainer to me. I realized that was where Papa and I needed to be. So that's what we did. Over the last 9 years, I have only been to one in-person Weight Watcher meeting, and that was a good 5 years ago when I was struggling to lose the weight that I had gained back while I was having my thyroid issues. I thought about joining Weight Watchers in person. I'd had so much success online only, but I thought I probably need a little something else, because Papa was no longer actively tracking, and I didn't have that built-in accountability partner anymore. I went to one meeting and I realized still it was not for me. It was not what was going to make me have success. So what did I do? I continued to track. I will always say that Weight Watcher app on my phone has been a lifesaver for me. It takes away a lot of the responsibility that I would have to be doing if I didn't have it. Like I'd have to be writing down everything, adding it up. I would have to be looking in a database to find out how many points there were. And with this, it's so easy to continue to track. I believe with all my heart that is where Weight Watchers' success stems from. Yes, it started out being the weekly meetings that were a plus for Weight Watchers, but it has evolved into this tracking mechanism that tool is a lifesaver for me. And I honestly believe that's why I'm sitting here today at a healthy weight range. But in 2017, when I was hunting for something to help me get back in that mode of losing weight, I found support, accountability, and encouragement through YouTube. You see, back in 2017, I found 4 YouTube channels that helped me every week. One in particular, and that was Let's Get Fit with Sandy. Now, she's changed her YouTube channel name to Life with Sandy now, but Sandy was such an inspiration to me. At the time, she was losing quite a bit of weight in 2017 and 2018, and so I knew I could get a handle on the weight that I had gained and get it off. Now, the other 3 that I received support and encouragement and information from are no longer on YouTube. One of them is active on Facebook, but I don't think the other 2 are even active anymore. And I think a lot of that has to do with support. They lost that support, or they lost that accountability, or life happened. You know, life is not always easy to live. And so if we don't have some kind of support, then it's tough to maintain the weight loss. Nowadays, I have found someone else that is very encouraging and helps me feel accountable and gives me support, and that's Dish with Dee. She does live streams 4 times a week, I think. And so I will tune in. You can ask questions. She'll answer them live. And she really has been a good inspiration for me. I believe she's lost over 100 pounds. And I think she lost it back about 4 or 5 years ago. So she's still very successful in her maintenance also. But I just wanted to give you these words of encouragement today to remember to be thankful for what you do have. You may not have the in-person meetings anymore, but you still have that Weight Watcher tracker. You still have people on YouTube that want to help you. I mean, I hope that in some way I help, I encourage, I give you information about how you can be successful too. But if not, maybe I'm just entertaining. I don't know. I do want to add something else that years ago, back in 2017, when I finally realized how important that Weight Watcher tracker was, I developed sort of a saying that I say even today. And so I'm going to say it to you right now. Good luck, God bless, and keep on tracking. Goodbye.